Welcome back to another episode of Statelines and Shorelines. Right now I'm in South Florida, and right behind me is the beautiful city of Miami. I'm going to be riding my bike from Hobby Island Beach all the way to Bill Baggs State Park. On this bike ride, I'll be going approximately 8.3 miles there and 8.3 miles back. I'll start my journey in Hobby Island Beach, ride near the water until I reach a forest trail that leads to Crandon Park, spend some time in the village of Key Biscayne, and finish the trip at Bill Baggs State Park. The e-bike I'm using is a Velotric Discover 2. This e-bike has 5 settings and a top speed of 32 miles per hour. I'm not sponsored by them, I just want to shout out a company who makes quality e-bikes. I've had this bike for a little over a year, and it makes exploring effortless. When you arrive to the island of Key Biscayne, sometimes parking can be difficult if you come on the weekends, but if you come on the weekday, you'll definitely see a lot of empty spaces. One of the many reasons why I enjoy this bike ride is you can find a lot of places where the parking is free, and that's awesome when you don't know when you're going to be coming back. I do like parking in this parking lot because the first thing you see is the Miami skyline. Riding across this bridge can be loud and is not for everybody if you're scared of heights, but the right side of this road has an excellent bike lane. Once you make it over the bridge, the rest of the bike ride is very relaxing. You can ride right next to the water, and if you look across all the way to the end of that peninsula, that's where the end of Bill Baggs State Park is, and that's where we're going to go. The beaches on Key Biscayne are full of things to do. They are an excellent place to relax and spend some time in its crystal clear waters. You can rent paddleboards, kayaks, beach chairs, and beach umbrellas. There are many food trucks located throughout in case you are hungry or thirsty. Also on the island is the Miami Seaquarium. I have never been here, but it looks like a great place to go if you would like to see some marine life. As I make my way towards Crandon Park, I like to go across the street from here so I can take the bike path through the forest which takes you to the park. Staying on the right side of the road is less scenic in my opinion. This trail is very shaded and quite long. You will often see many lizards lying on the path soaking up the sun that shines through the trees. They have scared me a few times because they are so well camouflaged. You can also find a large fossilized coral reef on the trail. The view of the water is amazing. When the trail ends, the path opens up just like this. The path leads into Crandon Park. Here, you will see multiple beaches, picnic areas, volleyball courts. Also in the park is El Chiringuito, Ocean View, a Spanish restaurant that sells delicious, authentic paella. On weekdays, the beach looks like this. Hardly anybody here. A great place to come and relax and get away from the busy city. But my favorite place to go in Crandon Park is Crandon Quiet Gardens. If you come here on a day where there is not a lot of people, you will see an abundance of wildlife. You can see many types of green iguanas, black spiny-tailed iguanas, rock agamas, and many more. Also in the park, you will find turtles, herons, many species of ducks, male and female peacocks. If you're lucky, you can even see crocodiles. I saw the sign that said crocodiles in area. There are 2 just hanging out. Once you leave the gardens, you can follow this trail to the village of Key Biscayne. This part of the trail is probably the roughest. The tree roots have created many bumps and cracks. I found this out the hard way. The village of Key Biscayne is a small city, but if you're hungry, you have many options. There are complexes like these all around the city. You can find Italian food, Thai food, Indian food, Latin American food, and much more. But the place that I must go every time is the Empanadas. This place is amazing. Here, you'll find empanadas both traditional and untraditional. I got the Patagonia sea shrimps one, which was cheesy and delicious. And my personal favorite, the Nutella brownie empanada. Once you make it through the village of Key Biscayne, you'll arrive in Bill Baggs State Park. There are bike trails all throughout the park that lead you to the water and through the forest. The park entrance fee is $8 with a vehicle and $2 with a bike, so I'd recommend riding your bike into the park if you can do it. There are a few restaurants and food trucks inside the park if you're hungry. And many hiking trails that lead you to views like this. But the best thing to do by far is to visit the Bill Baggs Lighthouse. This lighthouse just had its 200th anniversary. There are 109 steps and you can go all the way to the top and get a 360 view of the entire area. This lighthouse is the oldest standing structure in the country. It was built in 1825. And it was not made for tall people. On July 23, 1836, a band of Seminoles attacked the lighthouse. The lighthouse was extinguished from 1836 to 1846. The lighthouse was renovated and relit in April 1847. In 1878, the lighthouse was taken out of service. It was used sparingly throughout history for many reasons, but in 1966 it was bought and restored by Bill Baggs State Park and remains as an iconic structure for Florida history. And check out this view. Going up those 109 steps is definitely worth it. But if you're scared of heights, this lighthouse may not be for you. It's a long way down. Once you recover from the walk down from the top of the lighthouse, you can visit the lighthouse keeper's cottage. You will learn about the history of the people who lived here and what it took to be in charge of this massive lighthouse. The conditions didn't seem great, but at least it's a beachfront property. Imagine waking up to this every morning. After an incredible adventure, it's time to head back and catch the sunset. Thanks so much for coming along for the ride. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future adventures. Leave a like and drop a comment with suggestions on where I should explore next. Until next time!